Hey, what is up everyone? Poketrainer Ed here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be talking about how I sleeve my cards. I noticed from the previous videos that a lot of people have been commenting on the manner I sleeve my cards, and I thought in this video I'd get into a bit more detail of how I do it, some rules I have behind certain cards that I sleeve for my collection, cards that I'm planning to ship off, and maybe cards that also for grading. So let's just go through some of those things while I open up more celebrations packs today. And once again, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell so that you're notified every time we release new videos. So in today's video, while I show you guys how I actually sleeve my cards, I'll be doing it while I unbox this deluxe pin collection from Pokemon Celebrations. Okay, now that we've unboxed that, sharing with all of you the code card, and look at this pin. It's actually a really nice pin. There's layers to it. It's not just your ordinary enamel pin. So this is pretty nice. It's a Surfing Pikachu. Definitely gonna keep that in my pin collection. Loving that. And here's the first example. So there's a Zacian promo card here, and I want to show y'all how I actually sleeve the cards that I'm putting into my collection, and this is definitely one of those cards that I'm going to put into my collection. I collect all the promo cards, so this Zacian one is definitely going in. So how I do this is, first I would get these are called the KMC Perfect Fit sleeves. I buy them in, so one of these packs is 100 pieces, but you can buy them in 10 packs, so that'd be 1,000 pieces. And that comes out if you buy it on Amazon. I'll put the comments in the links. I'll put the link in the comment section. That usually comes around 4 cents per sleeve, so that's pretty good, right? And what I would do with this is I would take the card, okay, the card first, and put it in backwards. So what does backwards mean? Putting it backwards means that basically the opening is at the bottom, if you can see, and the top part is secure. Now, why do I do that? That's because I double sleeve cards from my collection, and the reason I double sleeve is because I want it to be airtight, you know, not allowing any dirt, any moisture, any air. Obviously it's not airtight, but this allows it to be airtight. And so what's the second sleeve I use for it? I get the Titan Shield, the clear sleeves for that. And I also get these on Amazon. When I buy these on 150 pieces per pack, I would say, they come out to around 7 cents per sleeve. So the opening is here. You know, you put this right side up. And of course the clear side is in front, and then the more matte side is at the back. And then let's put that in. And then you just have to be really careful when putting these in. One of the main critiques on Perfect Fit sleeves, the first one I put, is that it's not as easy to put in the cards. So you know that can cause some sort of sometimes damage if you're not very careful. So because these go into my collection, I'm very careful with how I put them. And yeah, I think a lot of people have been commenting about that. And then these will go in perfectly into your card albums, because it fits both. You know, even if it's double padded with 2 sleeves, it still fits perfectly. So yeah, and later on I'll show you how I sleeve up some of my other cards that I don't necessarily want to keep, but are still worth something, so I want to protect them and maybe in the future sell them or give them to someone. So I'll show you how I sleeve those up in a bit. But yeah, so we'll need to find some cards first to sleeve in that manner. So we opened that deluxe pin box from Celebrations. We got a Chilling Reign booster pack, Vivid Voltage, and 4 Celebrations packs. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We will start off with the non-Celebrations packs, and I think let's start with Chilling Reign. It's been I don't know, has it been a while? No. I've opened some of those packs recently that had some Chilling Reign in them, so sharing the code card for this Chilling Reign. And of course, as always, let's do the card trick. feel like the camera is super near today. But yeah, no, at least I'll get a good view of the cards. Maybe I'll have to adjust that after this Chilling Rain pack. Fighting Energy, Porygon 2, Kakuna, Flannery, Kubfu, Hatenna, Sobol. I love that card. Bounce Sweet, Furfru, Porygon 2, Reverse Hollow. That's a common Reverse Hollow. And we have a full art Galarian Articuno V. Okay, we got a hit. But this is a perfect example. So we got a hit from this pack. But I actually already have this card because I was able to get the Pokemon Center, the Sorry pack, and it already included these cards. So fortunately, we got a hit, but I already had it. But then, this is worth something because it is a hit. Probably not worth so much now because of the, you know, that they gave up these to a lot of people. But usually with full art cards that are worth something, and if I, you know, want to try to sell them down the line, I would put them in one of these more protective sleeves. Similar to the second one I put in earlier, but because I'm kind of OCD with what goes into my collection, I use these sleeves that are not so, what do you call it? Like, it still protects the card, but they don't fit a certain format or the same exact sleeve. So when I put the cards in my collection, I always use that clear one. And you know, you buy cards once in a while, and then you get some of these sleeves from people. I always just put them in one of these. Of course, right side up, because that's just the default that people look into when putting cards into your collection. So that's how I would put it. And if we go through this pile, how I usually go about it after is like I would sort them. And usually I would not put any more sleeves on any of these cards. Yeah, so these cards, I would just sort them by type, because I would typically sell them in bulk, and depending on what type they are. So, there. And one way I also do it is that sometimes if, you know, for example, this one, I would like to sleeve that up. I would just use a penny sleeve, honestly. I would use a penny sleeve, and what are penny sleeves? Penny sleeves are these like really loose. Oh no, that's a perfect fit. Well, I'm showing you guys the wrong one, but this might be a perfect penny sleeve. So it's very loose. Yeah, there we go. It's not hard to put in. So there you go. Really easy to put in. I think it's much cheaper than the perfect fit one. So yeah, that's another example of how I would treat some cards that are, you know, kind of special. I don't really want to keep them, but maybe they're worth keeping in a good condition for anyone who wants it in the future. Okay, let's open the Vivid Voltage pack. And later on, I don't know, maybe we'll get a card today that actually will be good for grading. But if none, then I'll just show you how I would... Look at that, there's so much stains on that. That's crazy. Yeah, the printing is not so good. I'll adjust the camera later when we go to the celebrations. I just forget for the Voltage one. Charmander, Chatot, Joltik, Cottony, Hitmontop, Reverse Hollow, and a Samurott. Okay, perfect example of, you know, nothing much, nothing good from that pack, and precisely we will put it in a, for example, this Reverse Hollow. We'll put it in this penny sleeve. Okay. And we'll toss that aside. Okay, now I fixed the camera. The camera's fine now. So now we're moving on to the celebrations packs. And hopefully we get something good enough here to show you how I would sleeve it if we were going to go ahead and get it graded. Another thing I want to show y'all are top loaders. So top loaders is an excellent way to actually airtight and seal the card. Because once the card's in there, in the middle, let's do an example. This Cottony card, if we wanted to put it in, we just like do that. Toss it in, and sometimes people would actually, yeah, sleeve it again. Yeah, toss that in. So because it kind of like closes, naturally just seals itself up there, without needing to do anything, this is actually a really good way to protect cards, this top loader. The problem with top loaders is that they don't fit in binders, so I rarely use top loaders unless I want to protect the card when I really want to protect the card when I'm sending it over. So typically, if I'm going to mail over a card to someone, I'd want to put it in one of these sleeves, like the Articuno. And if someone were to buy this, I would put it in the top loader, and you would put some tape up here in the top loader, just to make sure the card doesn't slip out of the envelope when you're mailing it. So that's probably best practice for mailing cards. Some people would even put some cardboard around it for additional protection. So that would be, you know, just the right etiquette for mailing cards over. You don't want someone buying a card from you and then when they receive it, it's not in good condition, and it's just this back and forth of like whose fault is it. You know, maybe the seller would say it's not my fault. It was okay when I sold it to you. Maybe you damaged it. It's in the mail, and if it's in the mail, is that really my fault, right? So all sorts of conversations you just want to avoid. So just like be sure to put the card in a good condition. Ho-Oh, Reshiram. Oh, Rocket Zapdos. I don't have this yet. This is actually really good. Rocket Zapdos and a Flying Pikachu V. Okay, let's leave these up. Just so, you know, we can put into practice exactly what I told you. So this Rocket Zapdos is definitely going into my collection. Let's put it down here. So let's leave that up. Reverse with the perfect fit. Slide that in carefully. And then let's put in the sleeve. Here we go, the clear sleeve. Putting that in. And that's going to be perfect for the collection. And this Flying Pikachu V, I already have it. This is definitely going on, not worth that much, but still going to go on sale. So I really want to protect it in case, you know, whoever wants it is able to receive it. See, this is my stack of like random sleeves with extra padding and matte with the back as matte. That was a wordful. Mouthful. Wordful. Oh my god. Yeah, this video, I'm just like not 100% in it. But here we go, Flying Pikachu V, Rocket Zapdos. That was a good pack. Double full. Well, we got a classic and we got a full art, so pretty good pack. Set that one aside. Put the rockets here so that y'all can see it on the backdrop. So it's much closer now. Hopefully you can see the cards better. I'm not able to show as much of the previous cards I got, but I know for the purpose of today's video, I wasn't really intending to, you know, it's not really meant to be an unboxing video today. It's more of like understanding how to sleeve your cards. So, as I would say, always use protection, you know, especially with such valuable assets like Pokemon cards. It's always the best practice to use protection, and there are many ways to use protection. This is just my way, my method. A lot of popular YouTubers have spoken about how they use protection too, so please, please, please use protection. Everyone in the hobby should be doing it. Ho-Oh, Lugia, Groudon. Oh, do I? Yeah, I already have this one. And the Solgaleo. Okay, that was a dud pack. We have two more. Hopefully, something worthy of getting the, you know, the sleeve for grading. And that would obviously involve our top loader, card savers. And I'll show you that later if we get something. If not, I'll just show you an example of something I've put in a card saver and how that's gonna work. So in the third pack, we have a Lugia, Cosmog, Niveltal, and a Lunala. Okay, dud pack again. Sharing with you the code. We have one last pack. Hopefully we get something good from this one. You know, if it's we could probably get the Mew, or the Charizard, or the Umbreon, all definitely worth getting graded. Despite the fact that the prices of those are probably just going to go down in the next couple of weeks and months, I would still say those cards are still pretty much worth grading if we're lucky enough to get them. Big if. Zekrom, Cosmion, Cosmog, and Professor's Research. Okay, the best card we got from this box was this Rocket Zapdos. I would say overall, Celebrations really did not, at least the packs I got, did not treat us that well. I have two more Elite Trainer boxes here. Probably not going to open them, probably just going to save them for future, but I wanted to show y'all how I would sleeve the card you're going to send in for grading. So this is a card saver, and the card saver, you can see very closely here, it has a tiny pocket, and then it's much bigger. And this is how it looks like with a card inside. That's a Charizard. But with a card inside, this is how it looks like. And how you would put that in is you would put that Charizard in one of these penny sleeves, and then you would put these markers, ones you could buy in, office supplies, on top of the penny sleeve. There you go, as an example. and you would just make sure you put it in very carefully, this card saver. And why you want to do this is because you want to use a penny sleeve, because you want to make sure the card does not get damaged when the grader tries to remove it from the sleeve. A perfect fit, if you're the only one who's going to be really touching that, you can be really careful, take as much time as you want. But when it's going to someone else who you don't necessarily know how they're going to treat your card, you should just use a penny sleeve, just to be sure they don't have a hard time removing it and don't get frustrated and just, like, you know, try to remove the card. And then the reason you put this tape is because you want them to have an easy time removing it from the card saver as well. So with a card saver, you can just easily pull this out. And I'll be putting links in the description so that you know where to get these things from Amazon. So here we go. That's it. That's it. Yeah, and you can buy these in like hundreds, or I'll see. You can check in the comment section how many pieces you can buy them from Amazon. So that's it. I just want to highlight this card that we got today that is definitely going to my collection. We also got the Flying Pikachu V and the Galarian Articuno from the Chilling Raid pack. Yeah, and today, you know, just to recap, I showed you, you know, I use a perfect fit, put on backwards for my cards, and it's called KMC. That's a perfect fit. They go on backwards, and then I get Titan Shield sleeves, the clear ones like this that go right side up on those cards, and they serve as a second layer before I put them into my binder. So it's for my collection. And for cards that are worth something but either are not going to my collection or I already have them, put them in these sleeves that I, you know, received from mail and whatnot, just to keep them protected. Basically, any sleeve that will keep it protected for anyone who you might want to give it to, might want to sell it to, or might want to pass it along to. And yeah, and next is penny sleeves. I use penny sleeves just for about, you know, random cards that you just want to keep protected. So that's an example of that would be this Porygon 2 card. You can see that's in a penny sleeve. It's a reverse hollow. Some people like to protect those. And then wanted to show you all the top loader. So usually when I mail stuff to people, I would want to put it in top loader. Usually in some sort of like protection. Some like a penny sleeve or any of these types of sleeves with a matte back, and put them in a top loader with tape and then send that over. And last for my recap would be, what would you do if you want to send a card over? You would get one of these card savers, put it in a penny sleeve, and attach this tape onto the penny sleeves before putting it in. So yeah, I hope this video is helpful for all of y'all on how to use protection with your Pokemon cards. Once again, this has been Poketrainer Ed, and thank you for watching. If you like videos like this, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and click the bell just so you're notified whenever we release new videos. Have a great week ahead, everyone.